Welcome to this YouTube channel Learn Quick. I am Sharif here for a video lecture on projection of solids cylinder. To draw this problem, we need to refer our previous video lecture projection of solids position number 1 of solid type 1. To view the video, the link is available in top right corner or in the description of this video. So first we will divide this problem statement into three parts. Part 1. A cylinder of diameter 40 and axis length 60 is resting on HP on a point. So from the statement 1, we have decided the solid type is cylinder and diameter of the circle, the base circle is 40 mm and the axis length of the cylinder is 60 mm. So in part 2, it is said the cylinder is resting on a point in HP. So since we consider a point in the base and is going to rest on HP, we have drawn the top with a circle in HP. So that when I incline this cylinder to the right side or to the left side, the base is going to rest in HP. So why we have chosen the position number 1 of solid type 1 from the previous video lecture projection of solids. So in the part 3 of the question, it is given the axis is inclined at 45 degree to HP and parallel to VP, draw its top and front view. So when I am going to incline this cylinder, at what angle I have to incline? It is given as 45 degree in question. So if you see in the front view, this shape has to be inclined at 45 degree with respect to its axis. So after inclination, I have to draw the final top view and the final front view. Okay, so we are going to use the change of position method to complete this problem. Now we will get into the problem and we will see how to draw it. So here I have already completed step 1 and step 2 of the problem. The distance of this center from XY can be assumed of any distance. Since this distance is not given in the question, we take any distance. We have a appropriate distances left between the vertical plane and this cylinder, and we have drawn a circle for the diameter of 40 mm, and I have divided this circle into 12 equal parts, 12 arbitrary points. Keeping, if you want 12 parts, we can take it as 30 degree. If you want 8 parts, you can take as 45 degree each. So after completing this, project all these arbitrary points to the front view to get your front view of cylinder. So the axis length is going to be 60 mm. So now we will name all the arbitrary points in top view as well as in front view. So first we name the top circle. There are two circles, one in the top and one in the base. So now we will name the top circle. So we name it as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, so we have named the top circle. So in case if you want to name the base circle also with different letters, you can go ahead with A bracket M, B bracket N, and so on. So since it's going to be in the same position, I stick with the same letters for both top circle and base circle. So now I carry over all these letters to the front view. So here I name A dash. So since I see from the front view, A is visible, it's A dash. B is also visible, so it is B dash. C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash, and H is behind F, so F dash bracket H dash, E dash bracket I dash, D dash bracket J dash, C dash bracket K dash, L is exactly behind B, so B dash bracket L dash. Now to draw the step 3, consider a point in the XY line and we're going to incline the generator G dash. So in case if we incline this generator for 45 degree, it is equivalent to inclining the axis at 45 degree. So actually in question it is said as the axis is going to incline at 45 degree. So just for the easiness of our construction, we are going to incline the generator G first, which is parallel to axis line, which is almost same. So now consider a point, and with the help of your protractor, mark 45 degree from the right side. So here in this problem, you can either incline this cylinder in the right side or in the left side. It's your choice. In case if you're going to incline the right side, then this point is going to be the resting edge point, and in case if you're going to incline to the left side, and this point is going to be the resting one. Now draw the generator, which is of length 60 mm with HB pencil. Draw the base circle, which is of 40 mm. Similarly here for 40 mm. Now the front view of the cylinder is inclined at 45 degree with respect to the axis. We are going to find these arbitrary points in the step 3 now. So to do that, you measure from G dash to D dash, make an arc here. Similarly in the base, and measure G dash to C dash and make an arc. Similarly in the base, and it's going to be same if you measure from A to E. So you make an arc here from A. Similarly in the base. So now measure from G to B and make an arc from G to B. Similarly in the base, and it's going to be same if you measure from A to F. So now it's time to name all these points in step 3. So this point is A1 dash. So here we have B1 dash bracket L1 dash. Next is C1 dash bracket K1 dash. D1 dash bracket J1 dash. E1 dash bracket I1 dash. And then we have F1 dash bracket H1 dash. And then finally G1 dash. Now it's time to draw all the generators. Generator B and E, generator B and L, generator C and K, generator E and I, generator F and H, and here lies our center line. So I use the engineering template to draw the center line. Now to draw the step 4, I need to project all the points from step 1 to step 4 and all the points from step 3 to step 4. So I quickly project all the points from step 3. Point D, point E, point F and H, point G. So similarly I project the top circle, point A, point B and L, point C and K, point D and J, point E and I, point F and H, and point G. Similarly, from the top view, I project all the points to step 4. Point J, point K and I, point L and H, point A and G, point B and F, point C and E, and point D. Now we need to map the meeting points from step 3 and step 1. So A and A1 dash meets here. So it's going to be A1. So similarly we map for B, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1, H1, I1, J1, K1, and L1. Similarly, for the base circle, we map the points. So here again A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1, H1, I1, J1, K1, and L1. So now in this top view of the cylinder, the extreme generators will be visible. So I join J to J with continuous line using HB pencil. So similarly, join D to D. So when you see the cylinder from the top view, so this circle is completely visible. So whereas the base circle half visible and the resting half will not be visible. So here we are going to complete this ellipse with freehand. In case if you are interested to use a French curve and complete this drawing, you can do, or if you are having good practice with the freehand, you can do it in freehand. So in base circle, from this J to D will be visible, and J to D via G will not be visible, since this G is the resting point in the HP. So when you see from the top view, this is the top view. When you see from the top view, this point and this half circle will not be visible in top view. So we are going to have a hidden lines here. So first we will draw this top view. And in the base circle, half is visible, so we complete the half. And the remaining half is having invisible lines. The hidden lines. So now we have completed step 1, 2, step 3 and step 4. So this is the final view in front view and top view after inclining the circle at 45 degree with respect to the axis. So now we will quickly dimension. So we will dimension the axis of this cylinder, which is linear dimensioning. and we will dimension the diameter of this circle. And we will also dimension the angle of inclination. To draw the arrowheads, I use a engineering template so that I can maintain a ratio of 3:1. If you're going to draw this arrowheads manually, make sure it is having the ratio of 3:1. So the axis length is 60 mm. I mark 60 here. Diameter of the circle is 40 mm. So I mark 40, dia 40, and the angle of inclination is given as 45 degree. So I mark 45 degree here. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If so, do not forget to like the video, share the video and subscribe this channel with bell icon. Thank you.